Hello students, this is Navdeep Kaur from Raikot Public School. We will discuss plus 1 biology. Today we will discuss our next topic. We are discussing 5 kingdom classification, out of which 3 kingdoms we have already discussed. The other 2 kingdoms in this chapter we will discuss briefly, and in your next chapters we will explain properly each and everything regarding these kingdoms, both kingdoms. And the 4th kingdom, that is Plantae, and 5th kingdom, that is Animalia. These 2 kingdoms are higher kingdoms. These includes higher organisms. Firstly we will discuss Plantae. Plantae kingdom means in this kingdom all plants are considered. All plants are classified under this kingdom. Multicellular plants. Single celled plants we have classified under the eukaryotic kingdom, Protista, as we have discussed earlier. So here we will discuss some basic characteristics of the general characteristics of the kingdom Plantae. First one, this kingdom includes multicellular organisms, means all organisms are multicellular except few algae, Chlamydomonas and Chlorella. These are single celled or unicellular, but these contain chlorophyll pigment properly like higher organisms. That's why we have classified it under kingdom Plantae under the class algae. Second kingdom is second characteristic is all organisms are eukaryotic and autotrophic. Eukaryotic means these have a proper nuclear membrane around the nucleus. Nucleus is covered by a nuclear membrane and properly differentiate from the cytoplasm. And autotrophic. Autotrophic means they can prepare their own food, except few. There are some exceptions. Those are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs means some plants may be insectivorous or parasites. In insectivorous we can take example of Venus flytrap plant, insectivorous plant. And in parasites we can take example of Cuscuta. Cuscuta we call in Punjabi it Amarvel. Third characteristic is all plants contain chlorophyll pigment which is responsible for photosynthesis. Plants are autotrophic. Which thing makes these autotrophic? That is chlorophyll. These contains chlorophyll pigment which helps in the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? A process through which plants can prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight. Next characteristic is plants contain cell wall around them. This is the main characteristic feature of the plants. Plant cell का एक main characteristic feature है which differentiate these cells from the animal cells. And cell wall is made of cellulose. The hard rigid wall present around the cell is called cell wall. There are 2 coverings बच्चे. One is cell wall and second is cell membrane. Cell membrane, or we call it plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is present in every kind of eukaryotic cells. But with addition to plasma membrane, there is rigid wall present in plant cells called cell wall. It is absent in animals. Then life cycle of plants has 2 phases, a sporophytic phase and a gametophytic phase. These phases we will discuss in the next chapters. These are alternate to each other, means if there is sporophytic phase, firstly sporophytic phase, then gametophytic, then again sporophytic, then again gametophytic. All examples are all green plants. Clear? Here are some few examples as I have discussed earlier. Parasite is Cuscuta and insectivorous is Venus flytrap. Now we will discuss our last kingdom, fifth kingdom, that is Animalia. In Animalia also there are multicellular organisms which are eukaryotes. All are multicellular and eukaryotes. Organisms are heterotrophs or some act as parasites. Heterotrophs means they can't prepare their own food. They depend on other organisms for food. Some are parasites means they depend on the other organisms for food as well as for shelter. All show Holozoic mode of nutrition. What is Holozoic mode? Holozoic mode, as you have already discussed or you have studied in 10th class, that is ingestion of food. They ingest food, intake of food. पहला food लेंदे हैं फिर उहदी digestion हुंदी है. In plants holozoic mode is not present because they prepare their own food. They lack cell walls and chlorophyll. Now chlorophyll and cell wall is not present in the animal cells. They follow a definite growth pattern and adults have a definite form, shape and structure. Means every animal has its own growth pattern. हर एक इंडिविजुअल जो हैगा आ हर एक स्पीशी आ ਉਹਦੇ ऑर्गेनिजम्स ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ स्पीशी डिफरेंट स्पीशीज़ ਦੇ ऑर्गेनिजम्स ਦਾ जो डेवलपिंग पैटर्न है वो डिफरेंट है फ्रॉम अदर स्पीशीज़. लाइक monkeys develop differently, cows, their calves, they develop differently. They exhibit various life processes. Life process we have discussed in chapter number 1. What is life process? Life process means digestion, then excretion, blood circulation, respiration, etc. Most of them are capable of locomotion. That is also a characteristic feature of animals which differentiate these from plants. Sexual reproduction is by copulation of male and female followed by fertilization. Copulation means joining of male and female sex organs. Then it is after copulation fertilization will take place. Fertilization results in the formation of zygote. Fertilization means fusion of male and female gamete. It fuses and it forms zygote. After the zygote formation, zygote starts dividing to form embryo. Embryo formation further followed by the development of organism. Development into an organism or into new organism. These are mainly classified as non-chordates and chordates followed by number of classes. These are two phylums under the kingdom Animalia. Under these phylums number of classes are categorized. We will discuss these in the next your fourth chapter. This is all about the five kingdom classification. In five kingdom it is Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae kingdom and last one is Animalia. But there are we can't say that all organisms are classified under these kingdoms only. There are some exceptions. There are some individuals or organisms left which are not included in any one of these five kingdoms. So we classified these as these separately. What are these organisms? These are viruses, viroids and lichens. These are not classified under any of the kingdom. Why? There is some reasons for this. Now we will discuss these reasons, because these are acellular or non-cellular, like viruses, viroids and lichens. So we can't classify these under any of these five kingdoms. or according to 5 kingdom classification. Firstly, we will discuss what are viruses. Virus means poisonous fluid. That word was given by Louis Pasteur. What are viruses? Nowadays it is a common topic for all of you, due to which lockdown is there in our state as well as in whole world. What is that? It is corona. What is corona? Corona is a virus, means something that is dangerous for us. So virus means poisonous fluid. Viruses did not find a place in classification. Why? They are not truly living. What is the meaning of truly living? Because they do not have a true cell structure. Why? They are non-cellular, having an inert crystalline structure outside. Inert crystalline structure means a hard structure outside them, a coating of protein or any other proteinaceous plus lipid protein or nucleoprotein coating outside their cell. When they infect a cell, they take over the machinery of the host cell to replicate themselves, and they kill the host cell. What is the meaning of this, बच्चे? मीनिंग की है ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨੌਨ ਸੈਲੂਲਰ ਨੇ। ਨੌਨ ਸੈਲੂਲਰ ਆ ਮੀਨਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ ਸੈੱਲ ਵਾਲ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ ਸੈੱਲ ਮੈਂਬਰੇਨ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੀਨੇਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਕੋਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਸੈੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਉਸ ਆਰਗੇਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੈਕਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿੰਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਆਊਟਰ ਇਨਵਾਇਰਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਨੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੱਕ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਫਰਦਰ ਡਿਵਾਈਡ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਰਗੇਨਿਜ਼ਮਸ ਫਾਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਆਰਗੇਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ, ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ 'ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਰੈਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਣੀ। ਰੈਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਮੀਨਸ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕਾਪੀਜ਼ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦੇਣੀਆਂ। ਉਹ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਮਸ਼ੀਨਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਮਲਟੀਪਲਾਈ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ। ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਰਦਾ? ਹੋਸਟ ਸੈੱਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਡੋਮੀਨੇਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਮਸ਼ੀਨਰੀ ਹੈ ਰੈਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ, ਜੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੈੱਲ ਆਰਗੇਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਮਲਟੀਪਲਾਈ ਕਰਦਾ। ਇੰਨੀ ਰੈਪਿਡ ਰੇਟ ਨਾਲ ਮਲਟੀਪਲਾਈ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਹੋਸਟ ਸੈੱਲ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਲੀ ਡੈਮੇਜ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਡੇਂਜਰਸ ਥਿੰਗ ਅਬਾਊਟ viruses. So these characters means ਜਦੋਂ ਆਊਟਰ ਇਨਵਾਇਰਮੈਂਟ 'ਚ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੋਈ ਕਰੈਕਟਰ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਸ਼ੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਬਟ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਆਰਗੇਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਆਰਗੇਨਿਜ਼ਮਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਰੈਕਟਰ ਸ਼ੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ। ਇਸੇ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਾਇਰਸਸ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਐਜ਼ ਵੈਲ ਐਜ਼ ਨੋਨ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ both categories ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ consider ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। clear ਬੱਚੇ? now there is one example of virus, tobacco mosaic virus. First virus, it is discovered by Ivanovsky in 1892. ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਕਿ ਵਾਇਰਸਸ ਦੇ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ ਇੱਕ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟਲਾਈਨ ਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਡਿਸਕਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, ਸ਼ੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਬਾਏ ਸਟੈਨਲੇ। ਸਟੈਨਲੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਟੈਨਲੇ ਐਟ ਆਲ, means Stanley and his co-workers. Now we will discuss about the characters of viruses. These are non-cellular as we have discussed in above material. These are obligate intracellular parasites. Obligate means they depend for shelter as well as for food, proper its activities on the host cell. इंट्रासैलुलर मीनस विद इन द सैल दे अंदर प्रेजेंट हुंदा, अंदरों इनफैक्ट अंदर जाके सैल दे इनफैक्ट करता है ऑर्गेनिज्म को, सैल्स के बाहर तो इनफैक्ट नहीं करता। वायरसेस आर न्यूक्लियो प्रोटीन्स, न्यूक्लियो मीन्स न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स, nucleic acids are two types, RNA and DNA. RNA is ribonucleic acid and DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid surrounded by a protein coat called capsid. कैप्सिड ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਫਰਦਰ ਜੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਮਾਲ ਸਟਰਕਚਰਸ ਕੈਪਸਿਡਸ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਜੋ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟਲਾਈਨ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਐਟੋਮਿਕ ਸਟਰਕਚਰਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਆ ਕੈਪਸੋਮੀਅਰਸ। कैप्सोमीयर्स नंबर ऑफ कैप्सोमीयर्स तो मिलके एक कैप्सिड है जोड़ा फॉर्म होता है। मीन्स इट इज़ अ मिक्सचर ऑफ और इट इज़ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टू बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स। न्यूक्लियो मीन्स न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स, प्रोटीन्स न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स एंड प्रोटीन्स, एंड द क्रिस्टलाइन protein coat is called capsid. DNA and RNA may be single stranded or double stranded. The DNA and RNA present, they may be single stranded means only single strand is present in the DNA or RNA, or they may be double stranded. They cause diseases like mumps, chickenpox, herpes, hepatitis, AIDS, and I have add one more, that is corona, etc. in man. These are in human beings, these, and in plants. Symptoms of viral diseases include mosaic. Mosaic means like this structure. दिस इज़ कॉल्ड मोज़ैक। मोज़ैक आप बोलते हैं जी लाइक जिदा शहतूत, तुसीं सब ने वेख्या होना, शहतूत दे विच जिवें बेरीज आ जिहड़ियां ओह इस तरह दे नाल प्रॉपरली अरेंज होंदियां, लाइक दिस स्ट्रक्चर है जिहड़ा फॉर्म हो जाता है। मोज़ैक लीफ रोलिंग एंड करलिंग, येलोइंग एंड वीन क्लीयरिंग। वीन क्लीयरिंग मीनस येलो लीव्स येलो होने लग जाते तो वीन्स आ जिहड़ियां वो प्रॉपरली शो होनियां शुरू हो जांदियां उहदे उपर। डवार्फिंग, डवार्फिंग मीन्स प्लांट्स विल बी शॉर्ट हाइटेड व्हेन वायरसेस एक्ट ऑन these. This is all about the viruses of plants and animals or human beings. But there are some viruses which can also infect bacteria. So these viruses we call bacteriophages or bacterial viruses. These are usually double stranded DNA viruses. Means in these viruses the nucleic acid is DNA and it is double stranded. The protein coat called capsid around these. This is the diagram of tobacco mosaic virus. Here are number of capsomeres. Capsomeres form capsid. This whole structure is called capsid. In capsid, inside the capsid, curled DNA or RNA may be present. In tobacco mosaic, RNA is present, so I have mentioned here RNA strand. This is tobacco mosaic virus, or we call it TMV. Okay, and this is the structure of bacteriophage or bacterial virus. This is having spider like structure. Here is head, it is crystalline, then neck, and these are tail fibers. In head its DNA or RNA is present, and in neck some enzymes are present, and tail fibers help it to infect or invade the bacterial cell. After invading bacterial cell, the DNA or RNA will be, DNA will be introduced to the host cell from neck. This is all about the viruses. And next we will discuss second category, that is viroids. Viroids are smallest known infectious agents, consist of short single stranded RNA. These are smallest than viruses. Smallest infectious agents, short single stranded RNA is present in these. They have low molecular weight and lack capsid, means this thing is not present, only RNA is present. This is present only like this in viroids. Only RNA strand is present, single stranded capsid is absent. They cause potato spindle tuber disease, or we call it PST viroid. Firstly जो viroid discover होया, that is PST viroid, potato spindle tuber viroid. These are discovered by T.O. Danier in 1971. Viroids. This one viroid is discovered by this scientist, PST, by T.O. Danier. Next one is our last category is lichens. These are also called symbionts. Sorry, these are called symbionts. We don't write here also. Symbionts means composition of two which is beneficial for each other. Means दो organisms आ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ compose ਜਾਂ join ਹੋ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਸਿੰਗਲ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਵਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿ ਯੂਨਾਈਟ ਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਟਾਈਪ ਦੇ ਆਰਗੈਨਿਜ਼ਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਦੈਟਸ ਵਾਈ ਵੀ ਕਾਲ ਇਟ symbiote. Symbiosis means aggregation or joining. These are composite. Composite means made by two organisms, composed of algae and certain fungi. What are the composite organs of these lichens? These are algae and fungi that live in close symbiotic association. Means ਦੋ organisms ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ joining ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਬਟ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ organism ਹੈ ਉਹ appear ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. The algal partner is called phycobiont and the fungal partner is called mycobiont. Algal partner prepare food for the composite organism, and the fungal partner, it provides protection and also helps in the absorption of some minerals and water. One interesting thing about the lichens, that is these are the good indicators of pollution. Means they can't grow in that type of areas which are polluted. So in where our lichens are growing, we can say those areas are not polluted, and in which areas we can't find lichens, we can say those areas are polluted areas. So this is the relation of lichens with the pollution. Means they can't grow in the polluted areas. This is all about your today's topic. So bache, at last I hope you all are staying at your home and you are helping with your parents also, because now you are free at home, you can help them. So thank you so much bache to listening me. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay safe.